I was a thief. I'm a fixer. We were raised by the fixer, which is where I get some of it.
I got drunk the day my daughter was born. I think that was probably a pretty good indication.
I remember him being there for maybe a month or so, and then I went to see him for another 4. So it was confusing.
Man, they didn't ask for this. You owe them the respect of having their mom and their mom being clean and being in their life.
As the oldest daughter, I had all the responsibility, to be honest, and that's probably where a lot of my anger stemmed from. I had to raise my younger brother and my younger sister.
We really never had a place where we could call home. We just had to get used to moving from place to place.
I guess alcoholics become really good at hiding it, as well as me possibly being in a little bit of denial that I didn't want my brother to be dependent on anything like that. You're helping me to understand how people can have family and end up homeless. Seeing my supervisor at the end of that aisleway, and he was just standing there watching me walk. And he says, "Have you had enough?" He knew I needed help, but he couldn't do anything about it until I wanted it.
Everything that needed to be done for them, I had to do it. Comb my sister's hair, bathe my brother, get them dressed for school. I was a hairstylist. I had to help my grandmother provide. I was there at the graduations and stuff like that because my mom wasn't around. Anything that you need a mom figure for, I was there.
It was a lot of gang activity and gun violence and things like that. If you fall down, you got your parents there to pick you up. For majority of my life, when I fell down, I had to pick myself up. Right before I got clean, I got a phone call like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, and it was him. He said, "When are you gonna get your life together?" He said, "I don't mean when you gonna stop using drugs." He said, "I mean when you gonna get your life together." He said, "Because we tired." He said, "I'm tired."
Stigma, discrimination, denial are such huge pieces to this whole addiction issue. Children, although they're very adaptable and amazing, they often learn how to hide their feelings. They often learn how to keep going in spite of. There are 23.5 million individuals who struggle with alcoholism and substance abuse in this country, and only 11% of those individuals actually seek treatment. So you're not alone. That's very important for families to understand. So the trauma and dysfunction that results because you have someone in the home or that you love that is struggling with substance use disorder does not mean that there is not help for you.
I went to treatment at Gateway in Caseyville, and even though I was a deadbeat dad and I hadn't taken care of my business, I was all those things and a felon and everything else. I didn't want sobriety. It scared me to death. Her stepdad brought her in to see me while I was there. I knew at that point that things could be different. And in treatment, they taught me how to live after treatment, which is the most important thing.
We talk about addiction all the time, that the opposite of addiction is connection. You have to have those genuine connections in your life to stay sober. It's not easy to love an addict.
I need to go to this facility in Lake Villa. It's called Gateway. And I need you to take me there. And when I walked through the doors of the intake section of the facility, I felt this weight lifted off of me. It was a safe place for me to feel my feelings, and that it was okay to be me and know that I'm not the only one that is in the throes of addiction.
Gateway provides a full spectrum of treatment services. Throughout Gateway sites in the state of Illinois, we provide detox and withdrawal management services, residential services, outpatient treatment, as well as recovery home services. At all of those different points, we encourage family support and involvement because it only helps to make sure that your loved one is getting everything that they need and that you as a family is seeking the services and support that you need.
These are days that I had never thought I would see. I loved her and I respected her. I was a kid. I shouldn't have had to do it, but I did it. And she said, thank you. And now she's stepping up.
I go to work and I'm an on-time person. My word is my word. If I tell you I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. That's just who I am, and that was who I always had been. I can get on my phone, I can call somebody, look, this how I'm feeling and this what I'm going through.
When he got clean, it became a thing where he didn't just say he was gonna do something, he just did it. And that meant everything, just being present, and that helped to gain the trust.
I couldn't be more proud. There's not a prouder dad in the world than to watch your kid do that kind of work every day, because she's in there talking to people who are me 13 years ago.
I never thought that we would have this kind of relationship, but I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Gateway surprised me. He came out of it with purpose. I know that if things get desperate for me, now I have somebody to call. That's epic. It's all I've ever needed out of a brother.
I surround myself on a regular basis with my grandkids, my children, people that love me. I was telling you about how me and my daughter right here every morning, this is what we do. You know, she dropped the kids off at daycare, she at my house. We having coffee, we kicking it. When we get together, some type of laughter gonna come out. It's some fun, y'all.
And I hope that, God just keeps my mom around for decades, like, that she gets to really watch my daughter grow up. I think that so many kids growing up in the inner city don't understand, like, addiction is a disease, and it's swept our neighborhood. But the ones who love their parents unconditionally, I just want them to stand bound, love them, and do as much as you can, no matter what, because you only get one mom.
Unconditional love is the best tool you can use to help people overcome addiction.
Gateway delivered her. I appreciate you guys, and keep up the good work. Keep doing what y'all do. Keep the program around for years and decades to come. Y'all saving lives beyond the walls of Gateway. Y'all touching real families.